Jeremey Donovan, How to Deliver a TED Talk, Secrets of the World's Most Inspiring Presentations. Dive into the insightful world of TED Talks, where the world's most inspiring individuals share their knowledge and stories on technology, entertainment, and design. In this book summary, learn how to deliver your own awe-inspiring presentations in the style of a true TED presenter. Gain valuable insights on overcoming obstacles, designing your speech, and telling extraordinary stories. Abide by the 10 commandments of TED Talks, which will guide you on content and delivery. Discover how to craft engaging openings, memorable catchphrases, and powerful conclusions to captivate your audience.
The power of TED Talks. Discover the art of storytelling and emotion conveyance through TED Talks. TED Talks are renowned for featuring the world's leading scientists, entrepreneurs, and pop stars sharing their innovative and creative ideas within 18 minutes or less in front of a live audience. Though the speakers share exceptional stories, they are just like ordinary people, making them relatable. TED's platform is accessible to everyone who has an inspirational tale to tell and is willing to harness and share their emotions in a compelling narrative. Storytelling mastery is key to gaining listeners' hearts and minds. So, can you spot the extraordinary in ordinary drama? To attract your audience using the power of storytelling, present your story's inspiration, feelings, and impact in a coherent structure and join the ranks of TED presenters. TED's 10 Commandments. TED has compiled a list of best practices for content and delivery known as the 10 Commandments. These commandments provide guidance for effective presentations: avoid cliches, share a big vision or new idea, tell a story, avoid selling, welcome laughter, show curiosity and passion, refer to others to connect or spark controversy, be vulnerable, don't read your speech, and finish on time. These tips aim to help speakers engage their audience and deliver a memorable talk. Crafting a captivating speech intro. Learn how to write a personalized, attention-grabbing introduction for your speech that sets the stage for a successful delivery. Introducing yourself during a speech can make or break your presentation. The introduction is your chance to grab the audience's attention and keep them engaged from the start. Unfortunately, introductions are often overlooked and given little thought. Speakers are advised to write a 1-minute introduction for the MC to read, but few do so. Instead, they typically rely on the MC to come up with something on the spot without knowing enough about them. So, how can you avoid a lackluster introduction and ensure that your speech begins on a high note? Here are some tips. Start with a personal story that relates to your message and uses someone else as the hero. Avoid shocking statements unless you can back them up and instead ask a potent or unsettling question. Never open with a joke, quote, or anything offensive. After your intro, create a bridge to the main body of your talk by asking the audience to picture themselves in a certain set of circumstances or describing the benefits of your speech. Tell your listeners what they'll know by the time you finish by offering 3 steps, themes, strategies, techniques, or tools. By following these suggestions, you can craft a captivating introduction that sets the stage for a successful delivery and ensures that your audience is fully engaged from the start. Crafting an inspiring TED Talk. Crafting an inspiring TED Talk involves building a story around a theme that invites inspiration, fostering the fundamental human needs of love, belonging, learning, and hope, and creating a lasting impression through catchy phrases or slogans that summarize the point of the talk. According to the 7 most popular TED Talks, the themes that resonate with people the most are mental illness, creativity, leadership, happiness, motivation, and self-worth. The art of crafting an inspiring TED Talk involves beginning the story with a personal story that sets the stage for the main theme, building a story around a single, powerful unifying idea, and using a coda with a rhythmic call to action that summarizes the point of the presentation. To inspire the audience, the presentation must always position someone else other than you as the hero of your story, and it must create a lasting impression by inviting the audience to reflect on the key message of the talk. 3-part framework for engaging presentations. This book advises using a three-part framework for memorable presentations. The first part is the opening, where the speaker describes the situation. Next, the speaker presents the complication, highlighting why the situation is dangerous or complicated. Finally, solutions are offered that settle the issue and make use of earlier opportunities cited. These three parts can then be presented using one of three structures: situation, complication, resolution, chronological, or ideas, concepts. Using this framework and structure will make presentations more engaging and easier to deliver for first-time speakers. The art of persuasive storytelling. Effective storytelling involves triggering both the right and left brain of your audience to convince them to alter their views or take action. To do this, use emotional narratives to appeal to the right brain and facts, tips, and techniques to stir the left brain. Personal anecdotes, especially those that feature a hero other than yourself, are the most effective. Build your story around characters placed in emotion-provoking jeopardy, describing their traits vividly and showcasing their actions. Use obstacles and difficulties to create increasing tension and guide your characters towards a satisfying conclusion that imparts wisdom. Remember to use you more than I in your speech, and always aim to engage your audience in a cohesive emotional journey. Mastering public speaking. Effective public speaking requires a conversational, low-key tone. Avoid filler words and vary the speed and volume of your speech. Use fewer fonts, colors, and slides in your presentation. Be aware of your body position and avoid common mistakes. Smile and make eye contact with your audience for 3 to 5 seconds at a time. Mastering the art of closing speeches. A great speaker never concludes their speech with, "in conclusion." Speaking in shorter sentences and avoiding summarizing your points is essential. Ideally, the final sentence should stand alone and deliver the main message. Finish with a powerful call to action or a potent question. Avoid saying, "thank you," at the end, as it might weaken the impact of your final moment on stage. However, most TED Talk speakers still thank the audience. Conquer your fear of public speaking. To overcome fear of public speaking, preparation is key. Check the venue, equipment, and slides. Visualize your movements on stage and remember that your audience wants you to succeed.
The essence of a successful TED Talk lies in captivating your audience through personal and inspiring stories. Follow the guidelines provided, including crafting a speech filled with emotions, passion, and life experiences, and ensuring a relatable, emotional, and compelling narrative. Structure your speech by focusing on love and belonging, desire and self-interest, learning and growth, and hope and change. As you design your presentations, remember to make use of catchphrases and calls to action to make your speech memorable. Complete your journey by mastering the art of storytelling and delivering a transformative, impactful message that leaves a lasting impression on your audience.